It's Friday night, it's 8 p.m. Staring down the barrel of another long weekend. Heading to the Twitch bar tonight. Some semicolons and a beer will put me right. Electron Greg is here again, with an animation that tells you where and when. 100 messages go by. Congratulations on the words that you just typed. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. And I won't drink across the street. There's people in the YouTube bar I never want to meet. I think I'm happiest right here. I made songs and I think I'll have another beer. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. I think I missed out the second verse then. Do you know what I was doing just a minute ago? I got a text from Dean saying, what did he say? I just started reading it as I went live. You know it's time when we hear a cough on Twitch. Thank you for the semicolons. Just before I went live, I was thinking to myself, I was doing a little rehearsal, that my nails just felt a little bit too long. So I did think to myself, have I got enough time before 8 o'clock? I was thinking I have, because I've got that little animation that plays at the beginning. So I can go live, Twitter and Facebook or whatever, social thingies, and then I can cut my nails, which I did in ample time. I'm not on the Rogie just yet. I just started a beer at the beginning of my set, my other set that I do before you watch the live one, where I rehearse. And I've not quite finished that one yet. I saw some humidities go by in the chat. I'm still quite keen to know more about the heating system. Hello Wobblefest, hello John. I want to know more about the heating system that Jezshed's got. DPC's there, Duncan. That means we're going to reach 100 messages pretty early on today, I think. Simon. And Greg, what's Greg doing here? I've got a note at the top of the thing that says Electron Greg is away today. Electron Greg should be out doing something else, unless he's watching this on his phone, while he's meant to be at a social gathering of some description. Why are you here, Greg? Not that I'm disappointed that you're here. Came back home today. Welcome home. There's no place like home. This is a song for Mike, who I think might also be away somewhere. I've got a funny feeling that Mike's camping, doing something with a fire pit. But this is what he wanted. This is what he would have wanted. I know that you don't have a backbone, and the body that you took home seems so far removed from your own. 'Cause I tried to shed a little more light. It was my deepest regret, how I wish you'd forget. 'Cause I wake up every day without a smile. So please, please don't tune me out. Don't touch that dial. Sing a song that means nothing to anyone until the words come true for a moment or two. 'Cause I wake up every day without a smile. So please, please don't tune me out. Don't touch that dial. Midnight. Hello, please, Maggie. Yeah, I wake up every day without a smile. So please, please don't tune me out. Don't touch that dial. Yeah, I wake up every day without a smile. So please, please don't tune me out. Don't touch that dial. I know that you don't have a backbone, and the body that you took home seems so far removed from their own. Without a smile. For Mike, aka. Thank you for the semicolons. I hope you're all well. Has everyone had a good week? Don't know I'll actually ever do any Discording. What's going on Discord? Hello, Dion. You know there's a Discord for Habitat, if anyone ever goes on Habitat, and a lot of the developer people are in there. Sometimes I go on there and talk to them about Habitat. It's become a bit of an obsession. That is my pretty much... Actually, no, I've got two uses for Discord. Talking to Dion, who's just in the chat, and talking to people that developed Habitat. This is a song for Jez Shed. Ready for the Twitch bar. Hello, Millstone Barn. This was for Jez. It's from Psychopath Dreamer Black and White, which, as we all know, that's what they do. And it's called Silver Cigarette Case. You own a silver cigarette case, even though you don't smoke. Engraved initials of your father contains a single note. God, a second, what is the next bit? Don't be a loser like your own man. Come on with a plan. And if you need me, then I'll help you in any way I can. But the boardroom's empty now. The town fell empty and the lights went out. Yes, something's not right, 'cause we don't even care. You know that something isn't quite right when your heart beats twice as slow. In any given situation where a normal man won't go. But you and me, you know, we rocked up and we walked the factory floor. We closed the whole thing, then we sat back and we justified the cause. Yeah, and the boardroom's empty now. The town fell empty and the lights went out. But something's not right, 'cause we don't even care. And the boardroom's empty now. The town fell empty and the lights went out. Yeah, something's not right, 'cause we don't even care. What's going on in the chat? Wailing was banned a long time. Wells along with the chorus. Wailing was banned a long time ago. I don't think it is technically. Little interesting fact about whaling. They still eat whale. I've eaten whale in Reykjavik. I didn't realise it was whale. Like when I was over there, they basically served minke whale everywhere, and I thought minke whale was like just a type of fish that they called whale, because I thought no one actually eats whale, and it was delicious. But then I found out afterwards it was whale, and it's extremely controversial. You can still eat it there. And then the other thing is, in Japan, they got around the whole whaling thing because they said that you're only allowed to fish for whales, whaling, I think that's you're only allowed to go whaling if you're doing it for scientific research. But then they introduced another rule that was about, I think I think this is right, that you can basically eat any whales that you've caught for scientific research. So you can see what they did there. Delicious whale. Anyway, it's a very, very special day today. I don't know if you know this yet, but it's a very special birthday, I think, today. And normally I'd put a picture on the wall, but I was going one step further this time. Let me just butcher happy birthday, as I've got it on my request list here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Duncan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Duncan. Let's all wish Duncan a happy birthday. And if anyone's going to the bar, I think he'd like a delicious Rogie and ginger. He does it with the Rogie. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Not even 20 minutes into this one, 18 minutes past 8, 100 messages. And the 100th message was, let me just add a little bit of Kraken to my Rogie. The 100th message was, Happy Birthday, Duncan, from Dean the Coder. Who I think at some point is going to be doing a little talk on shaders. Cheers, Duncan. Happy birthday. I'll leave that picture there for one song as a rare treat. This is a song for Martin, who wanted Man of the Hour, for which I need no capo. You hit it out, so How was I supposed to know? If I tried, yeah, if I tried, I know there's nowhere left to go. And I watched every scene from your long forgotten dream, and I'm still waiting for the man of the hour to come back for more and save us from drowning in a sea of despair that was left on your front door. I miss it all, I miss it all, I miss the way we used to talk. And if I tried, and if I tried, I saw your body lined in chalk. And I've watched every scene from your long forgotten dreams, and I'm still waiting for the man of the hour to come back for more, save us from drowning in a sea of despair that was left on your front door. Midnight. Oh, I'm still waiting for the man of the hour to come back for more, save us from drowning in a sea of despair that was left on your front door. There we go. That was Man of the Hour, and that was for Martin. Thank you, Wobblefest. I haven't written a shader for a few weeks now. Been writing an app to squash GSL code instead. I think we'd all like to see that app and a brief Q&A at some point, Dean, if you've got a chance. If you'd like to see that, put in the chat, Dean, do a Q&A on GLSL code. This is for Simon. Please don't hit me with a shovel in the head, because I don't want to go down like that. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and the cigarette tastes like crap. I don't want to go down like that. No, I don't want to go down like that. Well, I've dug my own grave and it's starting to rain, and I know that you wanna go home, but I got this little lady and she's waiting for me. She's waiting for me all alone, and I don't want to go down like that. No, I don't want to go down like that. Well, please don't think I think I'm pretty cool. I walk like an animal, but I'm just a tool. And I beg like a paraplegic, beg for change, that's well, man. Want to go down like that. No, I don't want to go down like that. That was an old 80s song. Oh, what's going on? Thank you very much, Dion. Dion just purchased me a coffee, spelt with a K, using the little coffee link on the Twitch thing. That was very generous of you. Thank you. Right, this is a song for Martin, who, as we all know, Martin is also known as the king of everything. Call it fate, call it luck, call it anything, call it anything you want. When you were just a kid, is all you got, and all you have is all you never want. And as the world turns round, you still remember how you were the king of everything. You got a little feeling in your heart, and it's tearing time apart. And as the world caves in, you still remember when you were the king of everything. Rather than doing a 9 p.m. talk, alternate song talk with AD, it can be called an evening of music and shaders with AD and Dean. I'd be up for that. I think everyone in the chat would too. Dean came to a socially distanced gathering in my. Are you allowed to have someone in? I don't know if you're allowed to have someone in the garage. Someone could be watching this and say that you're not allowed in someone's. But basically, you're allowed people on the ground floor of your house to use the toilet and in the garden. I think now. Dean came round my house. There, I said it. But he didn't come in the actual main house. We loitered around the garage area, which at the time was around, correct me if I'm wrong here, it was around somewhere between 10 and 13 degrees that day, with an average humidity of about 58%, which was quite nice. It was just right for a normal person, but very cold for Dean. Dean gets very cold very easily. He has fingerless gloves that he wears when he gets very cold. And he wears them in August, rubbing his hands together. Ooh, it's really cold today. Can't you feel that draft? So the next song is for Virus. And he asked if he could have, where are we here? Where is Matthew Smith? Do we know anyone called Pearl? Then they could have an evening with Pearl and Dean. No, but maybe Dean could learn to code in Pearl, and then it would be an evening with Pearl and Dean. Whatever happened? It was 1983, and that was the football. Yeah, you fell from the top of the screen. Whatever happened? Well, they told us that you'd gone. Yeah, whatever happened? Oh, where is Matthew Smith? Each room was a nightmare, with a pixel perfect twist. TRS-80 crashed at the flick of the switch. And where was the tax man? When they told us that you'd gone. So whatever happened? Oh, where is Matthew Smith? I was history 10 years ago. But now I'm a legend, but nobody knows. Oh, where is Matthew Smith? Has anyone ever used Perl? I've never ever coded in Perl. I vaguely remember it being people using it around the end of the 90s and the beginning of the noughties, just about. And I think, someone might be able to correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I think the museum in Cambridge, some of their back end, client, whatever, I forget what you call it, the thing that basically, the software that basically tells you where all the boxes are and what's in the boxes. I think that's written in Perl. Years ago, early web stuff, was it good? Because some of the early web stuff is very good and still used to this day. HTML's one, still use that, still going strong, isn't it? JavaScript. I used Perl, wrote something for OpenVMS, which, as it turns out, was a lot like Supervisor on your modern Linuxy computes. I looked at Perl once. It's got the all comments just jumped up. I looked at Perl once. It looked like someone had a fit near a keyboard. I've got a dusty copy of classic Camel book about Perl somewhere. I've got a book. I've only kept one programming book, and it's my book on Ruby, which is, as we all know, the best programming language out there. If you can name a programming language better than Ruby, you're wrong. Where are we now? This is a song for Dean. Dean wanted a song about Jesus. I knew a teenage Jesus. He took me to the tree. Wait a minute, it's not that. Oh, what's the first line? I knew a teenage Jesus. I had it in my head, I played it earlier, and I've forgotten. Once I know the first lyric, I can just rinse the rest of the song. I knew a teenage Jesus. He was a friend of mine. I knew a teenage Jesus. He was a friend of mine. He gave me all the answers. He fed me bread and wine. Me and the other disciples, we understood his mind. He had so many questions. He had such little time, and I'll keep in my head all the words that he said, and I'll keep in my heart all the love, and I'll be by his side just a while. I knew a teenage Jesus. He took me to the dream. He had the coolest sandals that I have ever seen. I said, I want to be like you. I said, I want to be a star. He took my hand in his hand, said you already are, and I'll keep in my head all the words that he said, and I'll keep in my heart all the love, and I'll be by his side just a while. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. And I'll keep in my head all the words that he said, and I'll keep in my heart all the love, and I'll be by his side just a while. Teenage Jesus, not by me, unfortunately. It was by Mark Morris of the Blue Tones. A great song by a great band, fronted by a great human being. That is Mark Morris. One of the most underrated songwriters of our generation. I say our generation. I'm assuming we're kind of roughly the same age. Based on some of the technological palaver that goes on in the chat. Our QA people have some Ruby. Every so often they ask me to look at it and fix their test suite. It's good, isn't it, Ruby? And it's easy. Anyone can jump in and do Ruby because it just makes sense. And you can do a lot of things without any boilerplate code. If you want to output one line, it's like just puts, which I think is the shortest amount of like letters that you can use to just output a bit of text to the console. There's no console.log, no, what's the Java one? System.out. something or other. Is it on rails? It can be. It could be on rails or off rails. That's the beauty of Ruby. Object-oriented, not object-oriented. You can do whatever you want with Ruby. They've even got a platform now to do multi-platform coding for mobile apps. It's the cool language. This is a song for no one, because I'm out of requests now. I'm at the end. The last three are ones that I've done. I've chosen and done. I'm the loneliest man in the world right now. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm just down. For the next 3 days I'll call this home, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Life with you never felt like this. Never been one but the simple things. Standing on the corner of God's front porch, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Loneliness and solitude seldom get the two confused. Quit your job and walk away. Didn't like it that much anyway. Sell your house and start again. Burn your past and make new friends. You can check out anytime you want. It's already been a tad too long. Standing on the corner of God's front porch, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Loneliness and solitude seldom get too confused. But if I tried and if I missed, would you leave me alone like this? All the things I've ever done, would you let my life go on? Cause I'm the loneliest man in the world right now. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm just down. Thank you, Duncan and Electron Greg and UK Simon for all those lovely semicolons. Delicious. Do you know what you don't need, ironically, in Ruby? You don't need semicolons. Isn't that weird for people that code in things like C# or Java? This next song is called Sugar Water. I now have inadvertently, because someone asked for a mashup, I think a couple of gigs ago, someone said they wanted a mashup or something. I can't remember what the actual words were. And off the back of that, I played Sugar Water in a minor key. So some of you heard Sugar Water in a minor key, and some of you, most of you I'd have thought, have heard Sugar Water in a major key. What would you like? Would you like a minor or a major? Minor is the alternative. Which one would you like? I'll wait for the first answer. The minor key. What is that? 3 minors and a major. This is the minor version then. Do you want to, I was going to put Duncan back on the screen, but I won't do that. I'm sorry for all those little things I said. I pushed you so hard, too hard. I watched you from in my head. Yes, your loyalty strayed, my integrity stayed, and I wept. But it's insanely great how it's you I replaced, my friend. Do you want to sell sugar water? Or do you want to change the world? I missed you, and all those little things you did. I pushed you so hard, too hard. I watched you from in my head. And I know that with you, it won't be said, because you can't spend it all from the graveyard floor when you're dead. Do you want to sell sugar water? Or do you want to change the world? Do you want to sell sugar water? Or do you want to change the world? Sugar water in a minor key. 3 minors and a major walk into a bar. My brain was going that way as well when I saw that. This is album number 4 material. I think of it as B-side material. I might put it on the thing. I'm still working on the little thing, by the way, the live, I don't know what I'm going to call it, the bootleg thing. In the background, if you're on the Patreon, which I know some of you are, which I'm extremely grateful for, you'll have heard a few of those tracks. So I've got one more song left, which seems quite early. I'm going to try, let me just go and do this. Just put that there in case I forget the chords. This is a brand spanking new song. And I think it's going to go something like, I will make mistakes in this song, so I'll just warn you now. But if I play it live, then that'll basically push me to get it kind of cohesive in my bonds, just like Michael in his book. Maybe it's on the 4th fret, isn't it? That's why. Comments like water dry up in the sun. That means nothing until somebody hits run. A small coffee table bends to the weight of a dozen books or more that carry your name. Declare yourself a failure in every success you've had, but if Charlie Sheen was winning, then maybe life's not that bad. The radiator's empty, there's no heat again, and the amp's still broken, and you know it's pretend, like the clone of a video game that you always play. It's the only thing you need to help you escape. Declare yourself a failure in every success you've had, but if Charlie Sheen was winning, then maybe life's not that bad this time. I know that you know, but I won't go where you go. When you declare yourself a failure in every success you've had, because if Charlie Sheen was winning, then maybe life's not that bad this time. There's been worse times. Thank you, Duncan and Greg. It's getting there bit by bit. I know roughly what the verses are right now. So, well, no, actually, no, the verses are pretty set in. The chorus is set in, the mid-late, and the little bit that goes between the choruses and the verses. Working out what chord to go to there. Because part of me thinks, I'll talk you through this, since we've got some time. The bit where it goes, basically goes, come as I wanna, na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na. That, then it should go straight into yourself a failure, every success you've had. And then, as soon as that chorus is done, you could go to the G chord and go into and then go to the G chord and hold it for a bit and go this time, na 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 na, and then go back into the chorus, but into the verse. But I think skip that and go straight into the verse again. So it would go, come as like water, dry up in the sun. Cold that means nothing until somebody hits run. A small coffee table declares to the weight of a dozen books or more that carry your weight. Declare yourself a failure in every success you've had, but if Charlie Sheen was winning, then maybe life's not that bad. And it goes straight back into it. Anyway, I thought I'd just talk you through that. And lastly, but not least, this is the final song of the evening. Then we'll take some requests. That works. Thank you, Millstone Bun. Go straight into it, but then just before the mid-late, which I know you love a mid-late, I then go to the G for that, for the bit before the mid-late, and then it goes, the bit where it goes, I know what you know, then. It's possibly going to be called Charlie Sheen, because the chorus is, declare yourself a failure in every success you've had, but if Charlie Sheen was winning, then maybe life's not that bad. And I thought that's actually, it just popped into my head. It wasn't like I sat there and crafted that for hours. But then I thought at some point I'll replace the Charlie Sheen bit with something else. But now the Charlie Sheen bit's kind of getting stuck at the moment. So it might be called Charlie Sheen. It might be called Winning. It might have Charlie Sheen completely eradicated from it. But you've got a little glimpse there behind the curtain. What a treat. An alleyway between two bars, blood on my face. You're looking at me and I'm looking at you. Remember when we were both still friends? None of this would have happened then. But everything I learned from you. We'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. We'd have finished what we started. We'd be the British IBM.
TV screen under a town and you flicker green, but I could never be the one to talk you down. I know you then as I know you now. I watched it all come crashing down. I never understood what's a heaven for. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. If we'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British IBM. In the history books, a little world that we both once shook. Watch a little time as time goes by. I know you then as I know you now. I watched it all come crashing down. I never understood what's a heaven for. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. We'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British IBM. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. If we'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British IBM.
That's a good point. My mind actually started going, when I thought of Charlie Sheen, I hadn't actually made that link yet until Simon just said it should be the B-side to the rubbish song, Refuse Trucks in Films. Obviously, there you didn't realise that. I'm sure that Felice Maggie didn't realise before saying Charlie Sheen isn't worth writing about that he was in a film about bin men or garbage men. On one hand, you think he's not worth writing about. On the other hand, you think he has been in probably one of the greatest rubbish films of all time. Thank you for the semicolons, Martin. The song about Mr. Sheen would clean up at the awards. Very good. And Dean Coda just made that. Or Mr. Sheen. I feel like Dean makes quite a lot of suggestions, and I imagine this goes the other way too, where he makes a suggestion and I say, probably not, but I know that goes the other way as well. Like I suggest something to Dean, generally you get the answer I get is like, normally around coding and land generation. Back in a sec. Right, quick update. For the first time in months and weeks, I have something to do next Friday. So I won't be here next Friday, but I will be here the Friday after next Friday. So if you give me your requests, I will play them on Friday the 30th, I think it is. It'll be the Friday the 30th. Unless, of course, Dean wants to talk about shaders next Friday. How will I know that it's Friday? You'll have to just listen to that song, won't you? You'll have to listen to Friday Night at the Twitch Bar. Tell you what, I'll put out Friday Night at the Twitch Bar on some kind of SoundCloud or something, and you can all just listen to it at 8 o'clock on Friday. Where are we? How will I know it's Friday? California for Simon. California for Simon. So Shady Talk next week. That would be good. Sunrise for Dean. Sunrise for Dean. Shade of Friday. Smile and Getaway for Martin. Smile. Getaway for Martin. Mash up rubbish songs, please, for Electron Greg. Rubbish. Mash up. Greg. Oh, mash up and rubbish song. And rubbish and mash up. Animal for Felice Maggie. Animal for Felice. Desperately asking what day it is. JSW for John. JSW for John. Animal GFP for Crafty. Animal GFP. Well, GFP always gets played. And someone just requested Animal. Ha ha ha. The dog song. Do I have a dog song? I don't think I do. Kit. Oh yeah, Kit. That's a good song. Kit, even if I do say so myself. Look at that. Kit is being requested by the people that aren't Greg now. Charlie Sheen for more practice. I'll be up for doing... I was about to say I'd be up for doing Charlie for practice. That would be a bad way to practice. Charlie for Millstone Barn. Because as we know, the rubbish song was rubbish when I first played it, and now it's slightly less rubbish because I now know what I'm doing with it. Do you remember the first time I played the rubbish song? Wasn't that a moment in time? Would it be cheeky if I suggested listening to PWEI's Harry Dean Stanton as a possible idea to influence the Sheen song's development? I don't know what that is, but what Harry Dean Stanton? I'll make a note of it. Harry Dean Stanton. And what is it? PWEI. PWEI. It's probably enough information for me to find something. He was a great actor. Sadly, no longer with us. That is sad. Right, thank you everyone for coming along. It's been a lovely Friday, drinking and having a Rochester ginger, a Rogie and Kraken, singing some songs. Daft Punk, let me just write that down. Oh, wait a minute. I've got something that's important. Let me just double check something really quickly. Pop will eat itself. I just got a direct message from someone. Pop will eat itself. There we go. What would you like? Do you want... I'm actually thinking of doing an on-screen display with all the options you've got now, because you've got quite a lot of options. New Rishi, old Rishi, MJ It Only Works, MJ Hey Hey 16K, the piano ballad of Twitch Bar, or Mike's Smoke and Mirrors. What would you like? Simon's Twitch Bar. Okay, this is Simon's rendition, his piano instrumental laid-back rendition of Friday Night at the Twitch Bar. Thank you everyone for coming out. I'm not here next Friday, I'm here the Friday after to remind you, and also if anyone fancies a beer in the universe of Neo Habitat, I'll be in there shortly. Bye everyone.